What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 news video. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at all of the news which arrived via Twitter last night, and Dennis Branval in particular, who was replying to a lot of fans' tweets about the game. We also have news of a server-side patch, if you want to call it that, which went live last night, and I'm going to be covering everything in this video, so make sure you stick around right to the end to get the full news scoop. But before we get fully into this video, make sure to let me know down in the comments section below what you would like to see to come to Battlefront 2 at some point in the future, and also make sure to smash a like on this video to show support for the game. If you're new to the channel as well, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with Battlefront 2 news, as well as see exclusive gameplay footage in the future. But for now, let's get into the news. So yesterday, community manager Sledgehammer70 posted on the Battlefront 2 forums about the milestone/achievement update, which has needed to come to the game. He said, "Our team is working to resolve an issue surrounding milestones/achievements not being granted to players who earned them. The team has an update rolling out tonight that will address the issues players have been experiencing. Alongside this update, we will also be granting all players a bonus crate, as we realised this issue had prevented players from earning their daily challenge rewards. The bonus crate will include 4,000 credits and standard starfighter rewards. We apologise for the inconvenience and hope to see you back on the battlefront. Thanks." It's really cool to see that EA and DICE are kinda owning up to their mistakes with this game and giving players a reward if things do not go the way they are meant to. But now we're going to dive into the Battlefront 2 news, and on top of the news that I'm actually going to cover in this video, we do have extra impending news for Battlefront 2. Twitter user Dylan Herbert tweeted Dennis Branval saying, "Is there any impending BF2 news?" Dennis Branval simply replied saying yes, so we can expect to hear some Battlefront 2 news in the next few weeks, possibly about Season 2, and I imagine we will be getting a patch notes sort of update when Jetpack Cargo comes into the game in the next patch. On top of this, we also got confirmation that a Conquest Game Mode, or a Conquest-like game mode, is coming to Battlefront 2 at some point. On the Battlefront 2 forums, Hypergaming MK2 wrote, "I think I speak for everyone when I say, are we getting Conquest? 2. Any news on more customization? Personally, I would love it if you would make it more than just having a skin. And 3. Any Clone Wars content, but I only speak for me when I say Captain Rex in Battlefront 2. Dennis Branval actually replied in the simplest form saying, "Yes, yes, yes, you're exactly the kind of men I need in the 501st. So that confirms Conquest, news on customization, and more Clone Wars content, and the quote at the bottom could potentially confirm Captain Rex in Battlefront 2, but we're not so sure yet." So everyone was getting really excited about this until it was actually updated on Reddit by Dice Firewall himself, or Dennis Branval, saying, "I should clarify this a bit. I got a bit tired, so I simplified the response a bit too much. We're obviously hearing the request for a more free-flowing, open sandbox large game mode, and we're prototyping something of that nature for a future release, hopefully. I'm not sure if porting over a rule set completely is the way to go yet. There were reasons why we decided not to do that previously, but as soon as I know for sure, I'll let you know." So from this we can take it that a Conquest-like mode will come to Battlefront 2 at some point. A free-flowing, open sandbox large game mode would be really cool for Battlefront 2. Obviously we have Galactic Assault at the moment, but I think we need a more open, free-flowing type game mode, because Galactic Assault is pretty much very linear, and I think a more open, free-flowing mode would benefit the game a lot. I don't think it will be called directly Conquest though, I'm not going to lie about that. I think they will have changed the name, but we'll have to wait and see. Polly the Trap Lolly tweeted Dennis saying, "Is it possible in Battlefront 2 to have multiple eras for some maps? Like the Imperial invasion on Naboo in single player, I want to play it on multiplayer. Or something like Liberation for the Wookiees on Kashyyyk, just changing some props and objectives." Dennis Branval said definitely possible, and I think that this could be quite cool, because when we got to play on Naboo as Leia taking down stormtroopers alongside Iden Versio and the rebels, I thought it was actually quite cool. It was interesting to see a different era on the planet, and I really would like to see that in multiplayer, but we'll just have to wait and see if that does happen. If this did happen, it could introduce era playlists, so if you wanted to play in the original trilogy only, you could play on all of the maps as the original trilogy characters, like the Stormtroopers and the Rebels, or if you wanted to play in the prequel era, then you'd play on all of the maps as the clones and the droids, things like that. But now onto Solo: A Star Wars Story. A Dark Successor tweeted Dennis saying, "Will we be getting young Han Solo and Lando skins as well as a Chewbacca skin for the release of Solo: A Star Wars Story? Any answer given is greatly appreciated." Dennis replied saying, "Hello, what have we here?" And it's just a bit of a tease. It's not confirmation of this, but I think he also thinks it would be quite cool to get a Solo: A Star Wars Story DLC season tie-in for the movie. And obviously, like my video yesterday, I said that would be quite cool, but I don't really know what we would get other than skins for Han, Lando, Chewie, and the Millennium Falcon. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. On to offline content though. @AsinWho tweeted Dennis saying, "Hi, how are you? I came here to say that the game is great, even more online, and for those who cannot afford live gold on Xbox One, will we receive new maps, modes, etc. for offline?" Dennis replied saying, "Yes, there will be more offline content coming, so maybe we will get new modes for offline, which would be insanely cool because I'm kind of bored of playing the same two when I'm messing around with mods just to make sure I definitely don't get banned. But we also definitely need new maps, and that's where my next tweet comes in. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Arcade Matters tweeted Dennis saying, "Please ask me this, Dennis, will any arcade maps be in the next patch?" And Dennis replied simply saying yes, so I can't wait to see that. Maybe we will get all maps that are available online, available offline for us to mess around in while playing arcade, which would be insanely cool, and it means that the cinematic guys out there can do some more cool cinematic shots with mods and things like that in the arcade mode. The more content, the better for me, and I can't wait to see this. Now onto the hero section of this video. Ian Cloud tweeted Dennis saying, "I honestly don't care when Ahsoka is added, if it's months, a year, or 2 years from now. But it would be awesome to see her at some point, because she is Anakin's apprentice and dual wields lightsabers. Ever since she returned to Star Wars in Rebels, I've wanted to play as her in a game." And Dennis replied saying, "Me too." Now, considering Dennis's position in DICE, I think it's very likely that if he wants something in the game, he'll really push for it, and I think it's always a possibility that if Dennis and the devs want something in the game, that it will arrive. So maybe we will get to see Ahsoka Tano in Battlefront 2 at some point. But on to female heroes in general. Ato Amatrian, I've just butchered his name, said, "I just want to ask if there's going to be more female representation in Star Wars Battlefront 2 heroes, aside of Leia and Iden, because there are a lot of incredible and amazing girls in there, such as Padme, Ahsoka, Ayla Secura, #girlpower." Dennis replied saying, "Yes, there will absolutely be more female heroes and troopers in Battlefront." What he means by troopers, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that will be like reinforcements, or maybe we will get to select if we want to play as a male assault trooper or a female assault trooper or something like that. Maybe that's what he means. But in terms of female heroes, and then the tweet previously, I definitely think there is a very high chance that we will get to play as Ahsoka in Battlefront 2 at some point, and even possibly Padme and other female Jedi, and possibly even returning characters like Jyn Erso. We just don't know yet, we'll have to wait and see. But there has also been a mention of lightsaber heroes. Battlefront 2 Gaming tweeted saying, "Can you say anything about adding more lightsaber/force users to the game in the future?" Dennis replied saying, "We'd be foolish not to." So we can definitely expect more Jedi or Sith characters coming to Battlefront 2 at some point, whether they will be from the animated series, more people like Plo Koon and stuff like that, or maybe even Savage Opress for the dark side, I don't know. Or whether they will stick to movie-only characters, I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see, but the fact that there are going to be more heroes for females, so like Padme and then lightsaber heroes, it's going to be just insanely cool once these actually do come to the game. But on to reinforcements. Ash tweeted Dennis on Twitter saying, "Would love to see some new reinforcements like ARC Troopers and Commando Droids." We obviously know that we're going to be getting ARC Troopers at some point as the Sentinel reinforcement, but then Dennis replied saying, "And Droidekas. Don't forget the destroyers." So maybe we will get to see Droidekas come alongside ARC Troopers into Battlefront 2 at some point. A lot of people really want Droidekas, and the fact that Dennis as well seems excited for them to be in the game, maybe they will arrive at some point in the future. On to one of my favourite things in the game, customization. RBS Productions tweeted Dennis saying, hey, love all the hard work you guys put in. One thing I'm curious about is the hero skin / customization you earlier said will be added to the game at some point. Is patch 1.2 that point, or can't say yet? Dennis replied saying, no, not yet, sadly. Which is a giant shame, because I really think skins and customization could add so much to the game, and that could be how they bring these microtransactions back into the game. Maybe if you wanted certain clone trooper patterns or something like that, maybe you could pay like an extra £1 or £2 to get these skins, I don't know. But the fact that customization and skins aren't coming to the game just yet, it kind of sucks, considering we're now like 3 or 4 months into the game's lifespan and we still don't really have any customization, which was mentioned and kind of promised before the game officially was released. Now on to the final part of this video, which is the progression system. Carl Nakanda tweeted Dennis saying, what will happen to my credits when the new progression system rolls out? Will I lose it or not? Dennis said, no, you will not lose anything. So whatever you have earned up to the point where the new progression system comes out, you will keep absolutely everything you have earned. So if you're max level with everything unlocked, you'll keep everything, so the new progression system won't really matter to you. If you're starting the game from scratch though, you're obviously going to have to go through the game using the new progression system rather than the one that we have now. If you're halfway through, you're going to have spent half the game trying to get everything using this current progression system, but once the new one comes out, you'll keep absolutely everything you have. You'll just switch over to the new progression system, whatever that's going to be. I know this news is not what a lot of us wanted. We all kind of wanted to know what Season 2 was going to be, who our next heroes were going to be, what era the next DLC season is going to be set in, but at the moment they are keeping us waiting. However, I think there's a lot of hints in these news tweets, which I've shown in this video, which point us in the direction of what Season 2 could actually be. I definitely think now it's going to be set in the Clone Wars era. As for what heroes we will get, I'm not 100% sure, but I'd really be disappointed if it wasn't General Grievous and Obi-Wan Kenobi. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But like I said at the start of this video, make sure to let me know down in the comments section below what you want to see come to Battlefront 2 eventually. Make sure to smash a like on this video if you have enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance, be kept up to date with Battlefront 2 content, and see exclusive gameplay videos in the future. But other than that, may the Force be with you.